Appreciate everybody who tuned in with me and my boy Mal on the Mally Mal Show, episode 1. We're gonna keep doing trending topics, sporting news, hot topics, man. We appreciate anybody who has something we want us to talk about on the next episode or something coming up. Send it to our DM. Hit the email. Send Jamal Magic Mally Mal Show or Trail Silent H page. So if you got something you want us to go over or want us to talk about next week, send it to us. We're interested in listening, man.
Oh yeah.
How you feeling, Mal?
I'm feeling good, man. Let's go ahead and hop back into it. We got some hot stuff to get to you guys, and let's do it.
Let's get it, man. Y'all feel me?
Okay, man. I don't know if you've seen it or not, man, but star out of LSU, Kyren Lacey, star wide receiver. It said that he committed suicide while being on a high-speed chase with the police.
Yeah.
Man, what do you think about that, man?
Man, that's a tough situation for sure. Shout outs to his family, to the LSU family. That's a very touching situation. I hope everyone's family doing well, but I want to know. I feel like we need to get more information and more intel on what really happened at that day, that time early in that day, and that hour it happened. We got a little detail on it, but I don't feel like they gave us some more of an intel on really what happened that day. Sad situation. I feel like situations like that, you definitely it's triggering. It's been triggering stuff before or things people around have seen. That's why more people, like I said, that plays football or physical sports definitely should tap into mental and just doing therapy with someone. Therapist is not someone to just judge you or criticize you. It's more of a cleanse for you. It's more of a cleanse of someone that's not as close to you. So I feel like shout outs to his family. I hope everyone's doing well. Touching situation. I don't really want to go too far because they haven't gave us enough information like I wanted, but I'm pretty sure you know more than me. But yeah.
Yeah. Man, yeah. It's a completely devastating situation, man. Kid has tremendous talent. And I don't know if you've been covering like more of the backstory, but he was in they say a hit and run, but he wasn't the guy that I guess was in the accident, but they say he was speeding and I guess was changing lanes, which caused an accident. And which I guess they ended up charging him with homicide or murder, I guess something like that. And so he was dealing with a lot. The NFL took back the combine invite, and my take on it is, man, a lot of kids dealing with tremendous adversity at this stage. Definitely the guys that's trying to work their way into the NFL, and you're not gonna always get it right, and don't be afraid to ask for help. That's what they should know, and too many guys, we're losing too many guys to depression. We need some older guys, reaching back,
big brothers or sisters like in programs, like not to slow you down, but for sure I feel like you said, bro. I feel like it's like when you come into college, it should already be a program or something set that the coach or school made for freshmen and sophomores when it, like you said, big brothers, big sisters, and just having certain classes or something in the middle of the day where they're going over that mental awareness or just having to tap in with it, somewhere they will go to the therapist. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. The kids.
Because if it's not mandatory, most people not gonna do it.
Right.
If it's not mandatory.
Yeah, they need that kind of outlet. Like you said, therapy. Don't be afraid to ask for therapy, and always know that there's nothing you can't shake back from. There's only a limited amount of spots in the NFL. Everybody's not gonna make it in. That's not the end all be all. And a lot of kids need to understand that. Take advantage of the time. Some of these kids are making millions, and that just won't continue. That's just not realistic.
Facts.
But if they use this money wisely, that can take care of them for the rest of their lives. And a lot of them need to understand that, and and don't be afraid to ask for help, and just sending prayers out to his family, man. I follow his some of his college career, and the kid was special.
You just showed me that tape.
Yeah.
Ma just showed me some tape, man.
Man.
That man was special. Definitely your easily first round pick,
Yeah.
around first, second round picks, man. So it's a touchy situation, man. I feel like now more colleges, more HBCUs now need to tap in. Like it need to be something, something that's tapping into mental health, mental awareness when students is coming in for spring ball and preseason, even before the first game of the season. They should already had talk to a therapist or somewhere, just like you getting them therapy for when they get hurt. It's their brain and stuff is just as important. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, don't be afraid to ask for help.
Don't be afraid to ask
you
for
gotta
help.
take care of your head, as well as your body. All of it plays a part together if you want to be successful. And you can get through this, kids. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Yes, sir.
But man, also, I don't know if you hear about like QB situation. I was asked about this question. Trevor Lawrence,
Oh yeah.
he's out there in Duval. Hasn't been pretty the last few
Duval.
years. And it's been said that the fans, they're ready for a change, man. What do you think about his situation?
I feel like Jacksonville is a great football place to be. I've been to like 2 games with Jacksonville Jaguars. Both home games. Great area, great space. They're looking for definitely a team that's ready to win. I feel like a couple years ago when they had Jalen Ramsey and them boys, and that one year, what's the quarterback that they used to have?
Blake Bortles
had like 1-2 good seasons. That one year they almost went. They went to the AFC Championship.
Yeah,
that was their one chance. I feel like Trevor Lawrence is a special talent. Like not too many can throw the ball like him, and he's a leader. But he has a lot of injuries since coming out of Clemson. So
it just hasn't
I feel
been
like it should be competition,
man.
at least.
It just hasn't been consistent. And with the quarterbacks in the draft, there's been worried about them possibly, trading up to take a quarterback like Shador,
Oh.
And shoot, man, I can see him over there, man.
Yeah,
in Duval doing his thing with the Jaguars.
Yeah.
And Trevor
that's a sleeper. I ain't even think about Jaguars.
Yeah.
Hey, if y'all trying to win, that would definitely be at least competition. Right now, I wouldn't say Shador will be able to start week 1 over Trevor if he's healthy. But now Trevor won't be so lenient back.
Right,
He gonna have to compete.
Yeah, you gotta get up and play, man.
Yeah, you gotta play.
Get up and play, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll keep an eye out on the situation out there with the Jaguars. And
I feel like Jaguars, they got a pretty good middle end pick. I feel like they might not use it on a quarterback first round, but if they really was looking for a quarterback by that second round with them quarterbacks that's left, other than Shador and Cam, like the Jackson Darks and others, they might reach in and try to. They might. If I didn't even think about the Jaguars, that's a good one.
Right,
man. But they definitely have the defense, the offense. So if Trevor can stay healthy, and they can get some more pieces.
They paying him an arm and a leg, man.
They pay him.
He's taking up the whole damn cap, bro.
Exactly.
And word on the street is the fans are not happy. And the fam and the team has their hands tied, for a while it seems like. So
I think 5-6 years.
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll keep up with the situation.
Y'all let us know, man. What y'all think? Y'all think they ready to switch quarterbacks, or should he at least get one more year? Y'all let us know in the comments.
True. It was something you were talking about, the NIL situation.
Oh yeah.
Over at Tennessee, and the quarterback Nico. Man, so that's shaking up crazy.
That's crazy,
and
man.
I have been seeing a lot of talk online about it, and I got a lot to say, man. Yeah, I don't think he fumbled the bag, man. I think when a lot of these quarterbacks, they're going into these situations only thinking about it from a money standpoint.
True.
When they're coming out of college, coming out of high school, when they need to really evaluate the whole offensive scheme and know what you're walking into for potentially 4 years, and does it work best in your best interest in making the NFL?
And and then you gotta look at it. The one who recruited you or the coaches there, will they stay there all 4 years?
Right.
Coaches will be there 1 year that recruited you, and then they gone after your freshman year.
Yeah, and like just watching their offense this year, they didn't utilize him as well as they could. You got him running like options and doing certain things, and he wants to sling that thing.
Yeah, he wants to sling it.
He got a tremendous arm, and you get him in the right offense, he could be a Heisman. I watched him some last year, and he has that kind of potential.
What's the quarterback they had last year that just got drafted?
Which one?
Tennessee,
with the quarterback for the Patriots.
Yeah. But shout out to him.
Milton.
He got hurt last Hooker.
Yeah.
Hooker.
Yeah.
Shout out to Hooker. Remember, I think they try to make him more like a dual threat like Hooker, but that's like you said, that's not his game. He's more of a gunslinger.
Right.
But he can run the ball, but that's not his game.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
So you got to go to the, like you just said, young kids and people who's in high school, like you just said, be careful on where school you go to. Don't just go to the school because it's a 5-star or big prestige program.
Or they give you the most money.
Go where the scheme fits you. Like they might run a pro style, but over there they might run West Coast or more of a power package. So you need to know what you're going into, more with a shotgun. Or the team like Georgia Tech, you might be going into or Navy, you going into an option. You're going to be running that a lot. You're not going to throw the ball a lot. So you got to pay attention to that.
Yeah, a lot of these kids just see dollar signs and they go running, and then a year or two later, now they ready to transfer. Yeah, man. And yeah, it's still think of the long-term goal, which is the NFL. You know.
Well, is it a length or how long? Like when they get the NIL money, it's like, all right, you got to stay for a year, or is it all right, you got to stay all 2 years? That's a good question.
So I think it's like so it's no real like guidelines.
Yeah,
right now.
they're gonna end up changing that.
You know, I'm sure as a booster or as someone who's writing up those deals, they probably have like playing time and contracts in place. But as of right now, there's no guardrails, and I like that for the athletes. You know, for so long they've been taken advantage of, and it might not be pretty right now, and I'm sure changes will come to make it a fair playing field across all teams. But it's a beautiful thing to see, man. These kids really cashing in,
Yeah. The NIL money, man, like you said, is name, image, and likeness. So when you talking to high schoolers or 7th, 8th graders, when you seeing all these kids or people who's coming to college getting all that money, it's not because you're the best player. It's because name, like Arch Manning, name, image. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got to have the swag, Juju Watkins.
Right.
And then likeness. They got the fans and crowds and even the rival schools got to like you. That's the likeness.
What you doing on the field, what you producing on the field.
Yeah.
They cashing in, man. And it may look like a loss from the outside in for Nico, but now he's about to be in a way better offensive scheme.
Where he's going?
He's going back to L.A. I think he's from California.
Yeah.
So I think that was the school he initially wanted to go to.
Yeah, I feel like I was just about to say West Coast offense is like more his. Yeah. So pay attention to that. Like Jamal said, for real. Pay attention to the scheme. You might like the quarterback. Like let's say they might have just had a Trevor Lawrence. So you thinking you going in there and you gonna run the same package as Trevor Lawrence.
Right.
But the quarterback coach done changed and he trying to run a dual quarterback threat package like Deshaun Watson. You get what I'm saying? So you don't know. You need to pay attention to that. Make sure the coach is actually committed to that program. Is going to stay at least 2-3 years with you. They might recruited you and then next year they're going to another program.
Yeah, heck yeah, man. Yeah, man. I don't like how much players are moving around, but I can understand.
Yeah, you gotta understand.
Yeah, but I think as time goes on, they'll start to see and understand more of what they should do because some kids going to school to school, and it's like, man, you blowing your stock.
You're not even gonna make it to the league now.
Right, man.
So that's another question I have for you. So with that, do they have to sit out a sports year or?
Nah.
Like, we got to know the guidelines to that.
So, now they can transfer from school to school, no penalty, no having to sit out.
Sitting out. See,
which is awesome for real,
That's awesome.
Man.
That's what I'm saying. So they taking, So all these years, and like you said, when me and Jamal was in college or even before us, like, you had to sit out a semester or a year before. You had to sit out a season before you could play again.
Facts.
Now, you can transfer, and you can be playing that same year, so. Shout outs to NCAA for that.
Yeah. It's been a long time coming. Long time coming. Also, man, very hot social topic everyone is talking about, man. There was a fight at a track meet. The Karmelo Anthony situation.
Yes.
Fight at the track meet, which resulted in a young man losing his life, man. And there's been debates on whether or not it was self-defense. And the guy's names Karmelo Anthony, Austin Metcalf, and what do you know about it so far?
Yeah, man. I haven't gotten like I said the full intel, but so far from what I'm seeing, this was more of just I would say misunderstanding, but hate. From what I'm seeing, but it's a touchy situation, man. Like I said, first I want to say shout outs and prayers for Karmelo Anthony family, for everything that happened and everyone in the from that school and program from track, everyone who was at that event.
Yeah,
So
both sides. Yeah,
yeah,
Austin Metcalf
and
too.
Austin
Yeah.
Metcalf family as well. It's a touchy situation, so I feel like we need to get more intel. But I know you've been
Oh
diving in
yeah,
it more.
I can tell you a lot about it,
Yeah,
man. So apparently, this kid Karmelo Anthony, he's at a track meet,
yeah,
and they say it was raining,
yeah.
hard.
I see.
And during all this, Karmelo Anthony goes under one of the tents that was at the track meet, and I guess Austin and his brother they see him under the tent,
Yeah,
and I guess they realize okay, this is not his tent, and they go over there. I'm
yeah,
sure trying to, I'm not saying they were looking for trouble, but
yeah,
they walked past 2 or 3 levels of authority, which could have handled
yeah,
it for them,
yeah,
but asked them to move, and then Carmelo said no. I've asked to be here. And I guess the argument ensued to the point where Carmelo said, like it got hostile
yeah,
to I guess the threats were being made. Austin said I'll move you, and Carmelo was like, do it and see what happens.
yeah.
And I guess they say Austin tried to physically move him, and that's when they got to tussling and fighting,
Mm-hmm.
and then he stabbed him. And I believe that once you get in any type of combat with when you grown or past adolescence, you gotta be ready for the worst.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And definitely when you defending yourself, because a slam can kill somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they saying that I guess the Austin Metcalf kid was 230 pounds, and the Carmelo kid was about 125. 130. And that's 100-pound difference.
Yeah, man.
That's
crazy.
big.
That's crazy. That's
yeah.
So was Austin McCaff? They was the same age.
Yeah.
Yeah. So far, that's what okay. So it's still. I feel like they missing something in the story. It's like something ain't adding up. But I feel like so was Carmelo just in their tent? Like was that their tent or was that the team tent?
I'm not sure about
That's the question.
whose
You get me?
it was.
Yeah.
But I do know that Austin and his twin brother,
Yeah.
approached Carmelo and asked him,
Yeah.
to move. Which was, I can see that, but
Yeah.
you're not going to threaten anybody. If they say no, then and you choose to put your hands on them, you gotta be ready for what comes with it. And
you initiated.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a tough shit. We're gonna have to.
Yeah. So apparently, Carmelo ended up stabbing the kid in the heart. The kid ended up dying in his brother's hands, and they ended up arresting Carmelo for first-degree murder. And it's crazy because it's in Texas. That's a very racially charged state.
Mm.
And heart goes out to all sides.
Both sides.
But
sure.
Carmelo got to heal the climb if you want to beat that, man.
Yeah, he gonna have to.
Definitely in Texas.
For him to his best chances to get put in a program, him to go to a program and get cleaned up. They're either gonna give him a lot of time, because he might not even be. I'm not saying he's not guilty because he did that. He did stab the guy, but it's like
I don't think he's guilty.
Yeah, I'm saying it's a touchy situation because you kind of was self-defending yourself as well. Self-defense, you do. I think they have that stand your ground law.
Yeah.
In Texas, it's stand your ground law. So it could be touchy. He might not get clean just off, period. But I feel like it's certain things in programs he could be put in instead of them just throwing him in the cell.
Yeah.
There's certain programs and stuff that can help, and just throwing somebody in the cell would be more useful.
Yeah. I need more of the facts. They say it was on school grounds. Then I've heard that it was at a club meet. And Texas is an open carry state, so you can walk around with your gun, with a knife. And I know them kids out there be walking around with pocket knives and stuff like that. And if I'm not mistaken, I heard that the weapon actually was I think a cleat cutter or something like that.
Oh yeah.
So it wasn't like a
Oh
knife.
yeah, them cleats. Oh yeah, them
saying?
boy. Yeah, you know the things that tighten your cleats up at the bottom.
Yeah. So.
Oh man.
So I'm interested to see all the facts come out in court. But as I see it. It looks like self-defense, man. The bigger guy towering over you, coming to try to fight you, man, you ain't got no choice.
And it's two. And, like, the other brother probably didn't gang up on him or hit him as well.
Yeah.
Because his brother already 100 pounds over. But it's still the fact that both of y'all approached him on this level and with that much testosterone. You feel me? Two people. He don't know. So I feel like it could go both ways, man. Like I said, we both said shout-outs to both families. We were very sorry that happened for sure. I feel like nothing that should ever happen like that at a live event or just anywhere. I hope Texas can get that cleaned up and hopefully Karmelo can find his way, find the righteous way.
Yeah. A lot of people have raised a ton of money, man. They're having press conferences, trying to get the word out.
That's crazy.
And it's just been a lot of turmoil, it seems, in the city. And it's crazy that this is picking up so much national news, and you know
they need that coming from Texas, though.
Yeah.
Texas is a big state.
Yeah,
they need to show that. So I feel like that's a touchy situation. How old? It was 15, 16?
It's like 17.
Ooh.
But be real, if the shoe was on the other foot, they would have been preaching
about try to charge them as an adult.
Yeah, they're gonna try to make an example out of them. But I mean, look at the Kyle Rittenhouse kid, the 17-year-old who drove across state lines with the ARP and killed two people out there. And you know how quick they were saying that was self-defense.
Yeah,
and he beat it.
That's crazy.
Raised millions of dollars.
Yeah, exactly. Shout out to everybody, man. Definitely, if you helping or donating to it, I feel like he could use all the help he could get right now. Yeah. Prayers up for him, man. Prayers up for both families. But I just want to say prayers for Karmelo, because I know probably how he probably feeling and just going through it right now.
Oh yeah.
Probably never had nothing like this happen, or that feeling he's going through right now, the 17-year-old kid. So
I can't believe they actually charged him with first-degree murder. Like, he just came out there looking for problems.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
he
saying?
had to trap me, and then if you telling me that he's chilling, probably trying to take a nap in the shade, and two random guys just walk up to him, threaten him.
Yeah,
like, it got to be some righteousness in there now. Hold on, don't just skip the step when I guess the kid got stabbed, but like what all led up to that as well. Like, what could have prevented it, but what also led up to it? Don't you know?
Yeah.
Because it might really do be self-defense.
Yeah.
Some of the new facts, definitely if the kid hit him first.
Yeah.
And now if the kid hit Karmelo first, that's all. It should automatically be 100 pounds over.
Yeah, he definitely touched him first.
Yeah. So I hope that trial go. We're gonna be looking at that one. Looking at that trial.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We're definitely gonna donate. Look at that one. Man.
Yeah.
Definitely, man. The Aaron Rodgers saga. It just seems like he can't find the right spot for him, or he's taking a lot longer than we expected.
Should just stayed in Green Bay, man.
Yeah.
But hey, shout out for him not staying, because we never would have been able to see Jordan Love progress to where he's becoming. He's becoming a good quarterback. He's the top 10. I believe he's at least top 15 in the league, top 5 in the NFC probably.
Yeah, tons of potential, boy.
Yeah, tons of boy. Yeah, they had some numbers this year, but Aaron Rodgers, man, I feel like, how would you get Devontae Adams to come with you and then you leave?
Yeah.
You done got him to lead the Raiders. He come to the Jets, and then now you leaving the Jets. You better be going. Rodgers one of my favorite quarterbacks. I hope he goes somewhere that's competitive. Like, don't go nowhere like the Jets again. Go somewhere like the Steelers, the Seahawks. You got the Bears. Bears got Caleb Williams now, though. But, someone that has a great defense just need a fill-in at the quarterback position, just like Peyton Manning did on his walkout with the Broncos.
Yeah.
Retire the right way. Find the right team. Even the Broncos a good team. It's a few teams,
Yeah,
but they got Drew Lock. What's his name? Young boy. He had a good year this year.
Oh, yeah, Bo Nix.
Bo Nix. Yeah. Shout out to Bo Nix. He good.
Yeah, he got talent, man.
Shout out to Bo.
Man. Quarterbacks, man, in the NFL is starting to heat up. It's a ton of guys that's up for the reins, man. That's going for that number 1 spot, man.
Yeah, Jaylen Daniels.
Oh yeah.
Hey, I ain't gonna. He surprised me last season, man. Like I knew he could throw the ball and then he can run it, but I didn't know he can run it and like still like take it 50 yards.
And he got a crazy arm.
Yeah, so he surprised me with that. I feel like they're gonna come out hot next year. Like,
oh yeah,
Brian Robinson. They need. I like Brian Robinson, the running back. I feel like if he can stay healthy, like Brian Robinson is for sure a 100-yard all-purpose back, like in a game. But it's like he'll miss games. So if Jaden Daniels, Brian Robinson, and then they might need to get somebody for Austin Eckler because he's getting pretty old. They might bring him back though. But if they can get a young running back, fresh running back that can come in and get them other touches, Redskins, the Commanders got a chance.
Who your top running back in the league right now?
Oh, top running back in the league. I'm gonna have to go with CMC or Henry.
Yeah.
Yeah. CMC
Man,
or Henry.
just can't stay healthy.
He can't stay healthy, man.
I'm surprised you said CMC over Saquon.
Oh yeah. Damn. No. My bad. Saquon number 1.
Yeah.
And then those two is battling for number 2.
Yeah,
I'm missing somebody else too.
Saquon has just tapped into a whole other level of beast. You know, like at the beginning of his career, it seems like he was just running more so east and west, and now he's been able to put it all together and
winning team.
Really go. You know, man, he's on a whole nother
Shout
level.
Shout out to Saquon, man. You deserve everything you got last year for sure.
Yeah, man. I see him taking another leap forward this year, man.
Yeah,
and
like more of a leader role.
Yeah. Sure.
I feel like last year he sat back a little bit with the team. Like they was winning, but he won't like trying to step on no toes.
Right.
But like once he seen them went on that losing streak, that's when he told Jaylen, bro, just give me the ball. Because Jaylen, I think ankle was hurting, so I think that gave Saquon the leeway to run more because Jaylen ankle was hurting anyway. Yeah. Saquon, shout out to Saquon, shout out to Philly, man. I know y'all lost a few players coming up. They lost a few players, but y'all still got y'all main players, Cox, Carter, Hurts, and Saquon. AJ Brown,
Man, Sirianni, man, is an amazing GM. It seems like he's won the draft
how you do it.
These last few years.
Yeah.
You know, and they're good and they're young. And it seems like everybody's taken care of on the contract side. So I wouldn't be surprised to see them run it back to back. You know, they have the team to do it in the depth.
And they in the NFC.
Yeah.
NFC.
You got.
They really gonna be. Yeah, they in the run for sure.
Got wide receivers. You got running backs for days. And the O-line strong.
Just getting better. Yeah.
Yeah.
Still with
complete
AJ.
Team.
Yeah. That's gonna be. I feel like this year it's gonna be the Eagles, the division they in. They have the Commanders, Giants, Who's the other one? Cowboys.
Yeah.
So I feel like this year, if Dak can step it up, that'd be their one competition in that division. If the Cowboys can strike their draft picks, listen, Jerry Jones. Focus on the draft picks. You did good, like when you got Micah Parsons, the C.D. Lambs, the Michael Irvins. You gotta strike. Not just on first round. Like your first 3 picks should definitely be starters. I feel like at least your first 2, the 3 through 4 should be at least players that's compete for kickoff return, and for at least getting playing time.
Right.
And then 5th and 6th, 7th should be competing for at least special teams. And, second string or at least still for a start position because you never know going into preseason and training camp. But, yeah, man, I feel like it's going to be a tough one this year. Michael Parsons, this your year, they got rid of DeMarcus Lawrence, man. I feel like DeMarcus Lawrence, they got rid of him more for you. This was for you. This was to make you become that leader, just like the Charlotte Hornets did with Terry Rozier and LaMelo.
Yeah.
Like, all right, it's time for you to take that leap.
Yeah, Micah, man. Yeah, like I said, he's a tremendous talent coming from the
what
defensive
you think?
end.
You the DN, man. You got us. Who your top DN in the league?
My top DN in the league.
Who your top 3? Give me 3.
Micah.
I hope you don't miss him.
What's your boy name? Give me Micah.
Micah. He in there.
Tough one. Oh, Myles Garrett number 1.
I was gonna say, okay, yeah.
Myles Garrett number 1.
Myles Garrett number 1.
And T.J. Watt. Give me Myles Garrett, T.J. Watt, and Micah.
That's a tough one.
Them three.
And that is an example of how to get paid. Them 3.
Oh, yeah.
How they attack the ball, how they play every play, how they show up on big games. Them three is like who you should be watching film of if you play DN.
Yeah, Myles Garrett is like a creative player.
Yeah,
you know
he got better. I'm not gonna lie.
They put the parts around him. There is no stopping him. Yeah.
So you think they should go with Abdul Carter or they should go with Hunter or Shedeur?
I think they should go with Travis.
Travis.
You know what I'm saying? And drafting Travis is like drafting two players.
Oh, yeah.
You get so much value out of the pick that
Facts. That's true.
It's almost like crazy to pass up.
It's crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
You getting a Bolitnikov.
You should go number one.
Receiver.
That's why I don't say nothing about Travis.
You getting a real Jim Thorpe, shut down.
Yeah.
The corner.
You think he gonna play DB more or receiver? Because if he playing DB most snaps, he gonna get like a package for offense. If he playing receiver, then he'll come in on certain packages on defense.
Yeah.
But I feel like it wouldn't make sense for him not to play. He got to play defense.
Yeah, you got to play him on defense and you got to play him on offense.
You got to play him on offense for sure. But, like, there's no way you telling me he not starting DB. He got to start DB. And then he can come in for packages for receiver, like you said. But he can still start probably both. Just he'll need to be like the slot or the third receiver, third, fourth. He don't need to be your primary receiver, though. Like, you going to burn him out. The kid is too talented. I don't want him to get burnt out. I don't want him going to a team and they're trying to use his talent all up in 2 years. Like, let's see as much as we can get out of him in 2 years. I want him to see somewhere he can go and flourish, get better, become the Hall of Famer he should be. Yeah. You get me?
Yeah, I think the Browns are going to take him.
They're going to take him, yeah.
Too much value in the pick.
I don't know. So Abdul Carter got no chance.
Nah, not with Travis.
That's true.
Nah.
Okay, so if Cam Ward go number one, so Shedeur on the board, Travis on the board. You going Travis?
What?
If you the Browns, you going Travis or Shedeur?
I'm going Travis. Yeah, I'm going Travis, man. You, like I said, that's
an
two
easy
picks
pick for me.
One. Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie. I mean, tape show everything. Now, if you watch film, like I don't know how he not going number one, but I get it, and we know business and marketing. Like quarterbacks is the most important position and needed for starters. Gonna be quarterback heavy every year in the top 5 picks. So I'm not arguing with that pick. But Travis, man, I just hope Cleveland have
You want him to draft Shedeur?
No, I just want Travis to go somewhere where he can be, like he can really become the Hall of Famer. I don't want him to go somewhere where they just need him to do everything in the first 2 years.
And end up getting hurt.
Yeah, like burn out.
I can see that.
With Cleveland. Like Josh Gordon, you see, come on now.
Yeah.
You couldn't get rid of Josh Gordon. You had Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield go to Buccaneers and become a starter, get them to the playoffs. But y'all just washed them up for Deshaun. But you see what Deshaun, you feel me? Deshaun's a hell of a talent, but you had Baker already. Yeah. You had Baker. You should have just built with Baker. So
that's true, man. He definitely had them in a better position
than
all the quarterbacks did.
Yeah. So shout out to Baker Mayfield for showing you how to recreate your legacy and your career. They try to write you out, make you a backup, say your arm was out and tired. He came back and recreated his. So that's how you do it.
Yeah. So another topic, they got the blogs and everything shook up. LeBron and Savannah, they seemingly respond to Kevin Gates' comments on their relationship.
King stuff.
And if you haven't seen it, I guess Kevin Gates made a comment about Savannah and how she loves LeBron, how he sees it. Yeah. And said, I guess that she doesn't have that same sparkle in her eye when he walks in the room, as I guess the white woman. And what you think about that, man?
Man, I feel like when you the king, it's gonna always be people and things gonna try to get y'all. Social media is something, man. It's y'all be careful. You got family relationships going on, man. Keep your relationship and family strong and inside. Like, you got to be careful. But if Savannah posted that and said that really herself.
No. So she didn't say anything about it. She kind of like just responded, kind of like laughing out of it.
Yeah. But I feel like they too locked in, man. Yeah. Savannah and LeBron too locked in. Yeah. Like, they probably going to have their differences and certain stuff. Like, probably younger, when they was younger with Bryce and Bronny. Like, certain things Savannah probably didn't, But I feel like when it comes to certain stuff like this, she been around too long. If she was able to get through him being in Miami, first time leaving Cleveland, she can get
Yeah, and the crazy thing is, I usually, like a few of the things that Kevin gave. He usually can say some motivational stuff, but right here, this is a time where this is like goofy behavior, to comment on somebody's marriage. 20 then almost 20 plus years of marriage,
known each other since high school,
and to even speak on it, LeBron James at that is goofy. It ain't for you to understand anybody's marriage, and for him to say that, out of line. And you're right, yeah.
I feel like he was just
LeBron's a king, you know what I'm saying, in this whole big king in this situation, and shouldn't give it any thought, because I know he's very secure in his relationship, and I love the love that they show. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely motivating
for it to last that long, and really like still have that, still be able to keep going on. She showed full support. That's what you look, man. That's definitely like. At that time, man, Savannah's one of the women, black women can actually look and see, like, that's what it can look like or can be like.
Yeah.
Like, definitely being at a stage where LeBron is at. So Savannah has a hard road, just like Michelle Obama. Like, you get me? Her role is just as important. So shout out to all the black women. Definitely shout out to Savannah. She's been holding it down. Like, I'm pretty sure it's been times and years and certain times LeBron's in the playoffs and you got stuff going on with Bryce and Bronny and now the young one.
Yeah.
The little princess they have now as well.
She
so
next,
so it's a lot that come with it, man. Stuff you don't see and things she has to do that doesn't get seen on camera. So shout out to her for sure.
Yeah, she definitely is the glue that keeps it all together. And it takes a strong woman to do that.
Yeah.
And no, she's not going to be kissing his feet when he walks in the room.
Exactly.
She's been there before, and
I've been in the house all day, making sure things been
Savannah,
straight.
Savannah ain't got to do all that.
Yeah.
And like I said, they got a love worth watching, worth respecting. And
I think she's just ready for him to retire.
Yeah.
She trying to say, it's like it's been like he been in the league.
She been a rider.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's been a lot of years, man. So and now Bryce is getting to that way. What grade he in now?
Bryce is about to be a freshman at Arizona. Wildcats, man.
Yeah, that's what. Oh my goodness, y'all hear that? So last one is Little Princess that they got left to get right. So shout out to them. They got 2 already off and going to college, man. That's definitely an accomplishment being a James, and they still able to go to a prestige program
Kids that
like
ain't
that.
Druggies,
live life.
Got their head on right, accomplishing their goals.
Yeah.
And it's great to see. Great to see the growth and just the whole story and everything.
Yeah.
LeBron, the James family is one to watch, man.
Yeah, shout out to LeBron for sure, man. You been holding it down for years. We gonna miss you when you retire, though, man.
Yeah, it definitely ain't gonna be the same.
Yeah, you definitely left your mark. I know you got more to go. We don't know when he gonna retire. It might be the last year. He might got 2-3 more years. Yeah. So it's like you never really know with LeBron.
Head still by the rim.
Yeah,
shit's crazy.
Exactly. We need to know what gym and what you doing, man.
Facts, man.
Like what's going on.
Facts. Speaking of LeBron, man, who's your picks for the NBA championship? Playoffs starting, everything starting to shake up a little bit.
If you just look at if I'm not a fan of it or like looking at who my favorite players, if you're just looking at the analytics and the business side of this, it's obviously gonna come down to Boston Celtics.
Who you think?
Boston Celtics and the Thunder. Boston Celtics and Oklahoma City Thunder. I said it.
And shit, the way
and
Oklahoma?
My sleeper is the Lakers. That's my sleeper. They don't look good right now though. But I say like if you look at this, the analytics and business side, like the whole season, it'll be Boston Celtics Thunder or Boston Celtics Nuggets. But after them firing Mike Malone, I don't see it. I feel like that's their edge. Mike Malone stay like the locker room edge.
The lifeline, yeah. Yeah, I still don't understand how they walk away from a situation like that.
That's crazy.
And I think, man, I'm not going to lie, OKC looked completely dominant in their first game. Totally blew out Ja.
Blew him out.
And his boys, man. I think it was like a 50 point blowout. And that's
it was a good,
crazy.
it was over 30. Yeah, it was definitely a blowout.
So they definitely put the whole league on notice, and I definitely believe they'll get there out of the West.
Copy.
And this may be the year they take that leap, man.
Yeah. That's the one thing, like, I like OKC. I feel like they have the potential and the defense for it, like the teamwork. Shai's an MVP this year. But I feel the inexperience can hurt them.
Yeah.
When, like I said, the Nuggets, that's the sleeper. Like the Clippers could be, but Kawhi, I'm not sure if he's gonna stay fully healthy.
They look real good game.
Yeah,
one.
so if Kawhi stays healthy, I know James Harden gonna give you a double-double.
Mm-hmm.
Harden gonna give you the double-double every night. Definitely right now.
You see Russ game one?
Russ look
clutch,
good.
Coming in the clutch like how he did.
Hey, that's like a
that
personal rival.
Crazy, yeah.
Shout out to them. That's a person. You know, they both, KD already got his ring.
Mm-hmm.
So now Russ and James Harden on their new teams. Let's see who can get the ring first.
Yeah, man.
So
I
shout
want
out
Russ
to
to
them.
get one so bad, man.
Facts.
He's definitely one of my favorite players in NBA history, man. He plays so hard.
Yeah.
And guy has hella heart, man. Just heart.
Hard, and he love the game. You can see it in him. Passion for the game. Shout out to Russ, man, for you to take that ego away and go to the Nuggets. That was definitely a big move.
Yeah, everyone always talking trash about Russ too. You know,
that was a big
bounced
move.
back. Yeah,
I already have Jamal Murray over there, and you come. So
had to come off the bench and still be productive. You know.
Then some games and weeks he had to start because Murray and them hurt. So shout out to him for definitely. I feel like Denver needed him this year, really, like with that hustle play and giving you them double-doubles or that extra 3 steals with 8 rebounds.
Oh, yeah, he a spark.
10 points.
Yeah.
Like, you can't beat that he's playing point guard. So, Russ was definitely a spark they needed. I feel like Denver was a little more, if you paid, like, downside. Like, they still was winning, but, like, the energy and, like, like them wanting to win it as bad wasn't there because they already won it. I feel like Russ kept that hunger because he don't have one.
Yeah.
Like some players probably don't still have that spark they had 2 years ago. You get me?
Yeah.
They're still looking for, or they gotta wait till the playoffs.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, it seems like him and Joker is gelling. You know, Russ has become so much more unselfish.
Yeah.
You know, and he knows how to get everyone involved and play at such a high level that you just can't keep him off the floor. And that was one of the reasons I heard that the GM was fired because I believe he didn't want Russ playing as much, but the coach was still playing him. You know, Russ, his talent is definitely undeniable. You can't keep him off the court for too long.
Russ should definitely be at least a 6-7 man off the bench.
Yeah,
like
always.
Russ rebounds the ball. He gonna give you at least 2 steals a game. That's at least 2 steals, maybe 2 blocks as well. At least 1 block. Like he does everything other on the stat sheet. You need those players. You already have your Jokic. You already have the Murray. You already have your Porter who does everything as well. The young up and coming. So Russ gives you that other flavor, man. Shout out to this playoffs, man. It's lit right now. But I want to say, what you think? KD gonna come back, or is it time for KD to hit the dough?
KD needs to get the hell out of Phoenix, man. I don't know what Phoenix has going on over there. I would love for him to go back to Golden State. Just go ahead and suck up the pride, man, and put it to the side, man, and just because that's where he had his most success. I don't think he's even been to a conference championship without the Warriors, and I think he let the fans bully him out of Golden State and. Man, him and man Steph was so special to watch there. You know?
Yeah, and they both at that age. I feel like it'd be perfect right now for him to go back going back to the Thunder because they're so young.
Yeah, he definitely wouldn't be his team.
Exactly, he'll just be another like 6 man, like you said, 6 man or just another man who contributing. But if he go to the Warriors, him and Curry could still be the second, third man. Jimmy Butler at least gonna be the CEO. Yeah, he still got fresh legs.
A change needs to happen. Like it just looks like now that they play with no identity. You know, to not make the playoffs when you got Booker, you know, him and Bill, just looks like a hot mess. You know, and somebody needs to be fired. Somebody needs to be brought in.
Yeah,
that can get these guys together, or they need to break up the team and rebuild. You know, because there's no excuse to have 3 All-Star players.
Yep. And then I feel like they didn't feel the lineup right, bro. Like you have them 3, then you have a Royce O'Neal, and then like not saying he's a bad player, but I'm saying you got him out of position.
Right.
Then you bring in Nurkic later. You have who else on there? Who else they got? What's the dude? The point guard that just came.
Tyus?
Tyus Jones. No, he left now. It's
okay.
Yeah, it is. It's Tyus.
Mm-hmm.
But no, it's that lefty. He used to play on the lefty. He just transferred up. Yeah, but the Suns, man, y'all, Grayson Allen.
Yeah.
Like, it's another guy they have as well. Like, the bench is not deep enough. You only have, like, 2 players that's on the bench that you can trust to be in the game longer than 10, 12 minutes.
Yeah.
You get me? So, KD and Booker have to rush back on the court. And that's the problem.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. They need some help. Or KD needs to make a change. You know, he has.
I think he should leave.
Yeah. How old is he now? What, 36, 37?
Yeah, he at least 36, 37.
And his game is aging well. You know what I'm saying? He still can give you buckets. But he's being wasted out there, man.
4 more years. The way he played, like, he ain't got to have too much contact. Like, when he was on the Warriors, that's the most D he ever played. Like, you get me? He was doing everything, rebounding, playing the big man sometimes. But I feel like the way KD plays the game and spots up, he could play for at least 4, 5, 6, like 5, 6 years just because of how he plays the game.
Yeah.
Like, he ain't just on the board all game. He don't need to like be inside or get fouled to get points.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point, man. But yeah, Bill, disappointed.
Washington, man. I feel like being in Washington so long, man, washed him up. Like, he had to do so much. Yeah. When he was on Washington. Then he had John Wall. No John Wall. People didn't give John Wall his credit. That's when he was there, but John Wall was that guy. Yeah. John Wall. And it made Bradley Beal look better having a fast and coming up the court fast point guard like that. So it was a good mesh. Bill would handle the defensive side of the ball. He was more like that Klay Thompson. Like saying you see the same thing happen to Klay, leaving a Steph Curry. You get me? It's hard to leave a point guard like that and just think you're going to have the same results.
Yeah. Yeah, apparently they say I think Bill in his contract has like a no trade clause. So
no trade.
They really at his mercy, you know. And he needs to go to a team maybe like I'll say the Bucks. Somebody.
Yeah, he needed.
He need to start.
Yeah, he might need to go back to Eastern Conference. I feel like everybody different. It happens with players. Some players are built for the Western Conference just off their style of game. And then some players just need that Eastern Conference, like Bobby Portis. I'm glad he went to the Bucks. Like certain players, okay, Eastern Conference, that makes sense. Dame Lillard coming to the Bucks was surprising.
Man, I'm just so pissed about Dame's situation right now and the timing of it all. Yeah. So you see, he's been out of the playoffs with I guess blood clots.
Yeah, come on.
Like, damn.
Prayers up for Dame, man.
Yeah,
because we don't know. We want to see what he do with Giannis in the playoffs.
Yeah. So apparently they say he should be back by Game 3.
Game 3. Shout out, hey, get healthy, man. We want to see it. I hope you're 100%, or at least 100% as you can be.
Yeah.
We want to see you at your best.
They need him.
They're gonna need him. Yeah.
You seen him and Halliburton chipping at each other at during the game.
Yeah. Hey, Halliburton. Yeah. Halliburton surprised me. He's a triple double sometimes if you play him right. Yeah.
Name what me. Yeah. Halliburton, man. He top 5 point guards in the league, man.
He could do everything.
Everything, bro. Can shoot, pass.
He on a perfect team, like the Indiana culture. That's like they have a certain way they play and the way they can win in Indiana. So shout out to Halliburton to find him a home. You know.
Yeah, give him the right pieces. Yeah, he could definitely do something big out.
He need one more. He need at least He gonna need at least one more player. Like what's his name? He got that long, Matheson or something. They have the small forward.
Is it Mathurin?
Mathurin, something. Yeah, he's Benedict Mathurin. I like him, man. I feel like they need to unlock the key a little bit. Certain things they don't let him do that he should be able to, But I get it. You don't know what's going on in practice and other stuff. But I feel like Benedict can go to the next level. Then you have Halliburton. Add some more pieces in there with it. Y'all definitely got a chance.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Cause they
still young.
They was in the conference. Was it conference finals last year?
Something I think conference,
Yeah.
conference.
You give him the right
With
pieces,
Siakam,
man.
They all young, still young boys. All them under 27, 28 for sure.
Yeah, league shaking up, man. It's definitely a shift happening, man.
Yeah.
Definitely the old regime and the young regime coming to take over. I think starting off with Shy and the OKC boys, man. I definitely would not be surprised to see them win the championship.
No.
But my like I said last time, my pick is Cleveland.
Cleveland.
Yeah, Cleveland got the most complete team.
I got a bet on them, man. But Mobley, man.
You don't think so?
Mobley and Allen.
They got a lot of size, man.
They got a lot
they
of
handling
size.
business down low, man.
Mobley and Allen, I feel like it's no way. Come on, step up. I like Cleveland. You got Darius Garland and Donovan. Like that's a hell of a backcourt. So now if Mobley and Allen can step up, at least Allen giving them the rebounds and at least 8-10 points a game. With Mobley, give you at least 8 rebounds, 10-14 points. You gonna win the game.
Yeah, man. And Donovan, man, he's playing some of the best ball of his career right now.
Leader.
And
playing as a
can't
leader.
no one stand in front of him and Garland.
Nah.
And with them pushing the ball, and feeding their guys.
I like how they play together.
And then they got a lot of good role players, coming off the bench.
Mm-hmm.
That's doing their thing.
Mm-hmm.
And man, I wouldn't be surprised if Boston,
that's their best competition.
Comes out playing around, man. Don't take them serious. Man, Cleveland is gonna make it there, man.
That's they best competitor right there. I believe it's Cleveland. Cleveland, Boston would be the best Eastern Conference Finals, and I believe
the most competitive.
Yeah, it'll be the most competitive. Actually going to Game 7. So shout out you never know though. Shout out all the players who still going. You never know.
Yeah.
I like you said, Trey Young is on Atlanta, but he's one of my favorite players.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot, Trey Young will end up carrying them boys to win at least this series.
Yeah.
They might not win the next one, but Trey Young is that talented. A player like that, he don't supposed to win it, but he could go for 50, 60.
Yeah, and Trey Young is he's kind of one of them tweeners too, man. It's just where can we put him at to be the most successful? And I'm thinking man, a guy like him, man, is it Miami? I think he'd be good in Miami.
He need a market. He need to be somewhere,
and a big man, but Atlanta, man, Atlanta just hasn't put the guys around him to be successful in. Because he's a talented guy, man.
Talented. And I think now he's definitely past his rookie contract now.
Oh, yeah.
It's time to get paid. Mm-hmm. At least he just got paid. But Trey Young, I feel would have definitely looked good with Victor Wembanyama, but they went and got De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah.
But I thought it was going to be the Spurs next year, but you never know. Lakers already just went and got Luka, so it's not the Lakers. So Trey Young in the offseason, he'll go over his stuff, see how far Atlanta can go this season. I feel like he gonna start looking. I feel like this offseason be the year Trey Young at least a start.
Oh yeah.
Saying something
his name coming up in trade talks. LaMelo coming up in trade talks.
Yeah.
Because we got LaMelo. Definitely, you know what I'm saying. We got to see these guys take another step.
In the playoffs.
Go ahead and play at least 70, 80 games. I think
70-80% of the games, but you can't be.
Yeah, he hasn't played no more than 60 games throughout his career, and it's man.
His rookie, when he was younger, first came in, he was when he played the most. When he still was hungry, he still knew he wanted the captain yet. Shout out to LaMelo, man. You definitely bring more of a swag and at least hope for the city in Charlotte. At least when we drafted you, man. But it's time for us to win. It's time for us to strap it up, man. Get ready.
Yeah.
Everything else gonna come after. You
drop
gonna get
some of them millions in your body, man.
Come on, man. You're right. You got it. We need you. We're gonna need you to. It's time for you to step up. You got to be the.
At least we need at least 70 games. At least 70 games.
Give us at least 70, 65, 70, bro. And I promise you, we're gonna make it to the playoffs.
Yeah. To him, Zion, these guys that's just crazy talented.
They're not taking care of
just
their
can't
body.
stay on the field. I mean, stay on the court.
Stay on the court. Yeah.
So
find out what LeBron doing. It's something he doing. Is it the chamber? It has to be something. It's not just a chamber though. People think it's just a chamber. It's how he eat every day, what he doing. He wake up, what time he going to sleep at night, the family and how he live when he's not on the court. How Savannah keeps everything healthy at home. it's the all that. It's not just that. Like you can have all that going on, but when you get home or you got you got something going on with your wife or your baby mama or your fiance. Now that's gonna mess up your game as well.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So for LeBron to be playing this long, all that stuff had to be healthy and good for the. You know what I'm saying? So it's not just about the chamber and you just working out or stretching as well. It's like it's everything, bro. It's everything.
Yeah, it gotta really like from what I get from LeBron, like it really means a lot to him.
Yeah.
You know, I seen CD Lamb. I think I seen someone like CD Lamb. He said it as well. Like, if you're making hundreds of millions, and you're not at least spending $1 million a year on your body, you know, or up in that range, you know, it's gonna be tough. You know, you're not gonna last that long. And yeah, you see guys like Zion who have spurts and of crazy athleticism, and we know what they can do, but it's like it doesn't help your team at all if you hurt, you know.
Now Zion and like you said, Zion, Brandon Ingram's, like what are they gonna do with them this offseason? Like Zion is a talent they drafted high.
Yeah,
Brandon
they ain't
Ingram
gonna move, no.
They ain't gonna like. I feel like Brandon Ingram, man, he need to say something now. It's time for him to. He got bro. He was. I felt like he was like the smaller, skinnier version of like could be the next version of KD. I feel like Brandon Ingram has the same talent, the same movement. He can get the ball in the hoop just like KD. Everything. Only thing he hasn't gotten to yet is being able to show it in the playoffs, becoming a winner. He was able to do it at Duke, so I know he can be a winner. I just think he needs to. He gonna have to talk to his agent. It's time to get out the Pelicans.
Who, Brandon?
Yeah, Brandon Ingram. It's time for him to
go.
He's
another guy, man. It's like it's gonna be so hard for them to just let go because how much better do you get
than Ingram?
You know, cause who they have now with Zion, CJ McCollum.
That's the main ones. The Alvarado guy, Jose.
And how y'all not, you know, at least top 5 in the West?
Y'all should at least be But Zion, I feel like I don't know Zion.
Like
I said, with mental, mental and mental health is very important, man. Like you said, I guess going to New Orleans, man, we got a lot of good food there, man. Yeah. So when Zion got all that, he might have just wanted.
The woman, you see?
He wanted to try out every food at least 1-2 times. So it'd be like, but I still feel like he should still be able to take care of his body and be in shape to be able to play a full game.
Yeah, that's what they pay you to do. They pay you hundreds of millions. You know
hundreds.
What I'm saying?
And like you was up for your next big contract, bro. You about to blow it.
He may need to lose some weight. I believe during like it was a point in LeBron's career when he was pretty big and crazy athletic, but he knew if he wanted that longevity, he had to drop some weight.
Yeah,
and he's kept a lot of his athleticism not as like massive anymore, but I think Zion needs to really get like a healthy median where he can have that size and the athleticism. You know,
this is his 3rd, 4th year now, right? Yeah. It's time for him to lock. It's time for you to lock in, Zion.
Yeah,
it's time for you to lock in.
Take
for
it to the next level, man. I would love to see him and LaMelo on the same team.
I know. I really thought he was gonna come to the Hornets. I don't mark it out. It's I feel like it's still. I probably was trade talks about it. I feel like they probably did pick up the phone and called and see, but it won't time yet.
Yeah.
So let's give it. You never know. You never know. That would be nice though, but we don't want to. If you ain't coming here to win and to be healthy, play at least 80% of the game, 70, 80%. We don't want you.
Right.
Stay in New Orleans. We don't need you just
we don't
getting
want
the contract
in the
and not.
Streets. We need some mature dogs.
Yeah, we trying to win. We got the point guard.
Yeah, I think for the longest we might have been too young. You know, we had a lot of young guns having fun. You know,
Terry Rozier was the oldest guy, man.
Yeah,
that's the crazy part.
Yeah, not taking it serious. You know, and these guys, the Hornets always got, you know what I'm saying, some talent. But it's on LaMelo,
we could
man.
never get like our biggest free agents we was able to get was Jason Richardson's.
They need a real veteran to come in there.
Yeah, like a veteran, like a Jimmy Butler, like you said, somebody who would come in and be able to lead. Kyle Kuzma, even a player like Kyle Kuzma would have been good for us because he's not affordable. He's affordable, but he don't cost so much. Yeah. But he's gonna give you that impact, and he's a winner. He know how to win with the Lakers. So even a Kyle Kuzma, but like a big name, like you said, would be like a Jimmy Butler.
Yeah.
Like bringing in a Dame Lillard. like when he was a free agent, like somebody, but we don't need Lillard, but that's an example, like a Bobby Portis, a player who's gonna come in and give us the identity, you know. I love that player from the Rockets. If Sagan is a free agent, we should be looking at Sagan.
Well, right now we hold the highest odds for the number 1 pick.
Yes,
and there's no way we can pass up on Cooper Flag.
Oh no,
I believe if we get a guy of his caliber, and he comes from just winning formula, you know.
You think he coming into the draft?
Yeah, he declared today.
He declared.
Yeah.
Oh.
Man, I was hoping he came back 1 year from
know.
Like boys, but
shout out to Cooper.
I understand,
he deserve it. He deserve it.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah, man. And if we can grab him, if Hornets can
Charlotte,
grab him,
oh please. Listen,
I don't think we ever had the number 1 pick before.
We didn't get LaMelo. Was LaMelo? No, LaMelo didn't go number 1. He was like number 4 or 5. 2, yeah, because Anthony Edwards went. Yep.
Yeah. So man, I think he's a generational player, man. We get Cooper, man. He'll take the team to the next level.
Please let us get the number 1 pick, man. Please, you know how the marbles be going though with the percentages. So hopefully something fugazi don't happen in the middle of it. We should get the first pick. If we can get the number 1 pick, man, there's no way we pass on Cooper Flag. I don't care who they know from overseas or some name they're going to bring up. Go with Cooper and just go from there.
Yeah, he's generational.
Don't trade the pick.
Yeah.
Just go with Cooper.
Yeah, just watching him, man, at Duke, man, it seems like an unlimited motor. You know, it's hard to slow him down.
Young boy, still young.
He can almost guard, you know, every position on the floor. And
only 18.
He definitely changed the culture at Duke, man.
Yeah.
Took it to a whole nother level. And I was pissed to see them losing that Final Four.
He was a big stepping stone for Shire coaching there. Like, that's one of his stepping. That's definitely a shout out to Cooper, man, for actually coming to Duke and doing what you're supposed to do and overseeing a lot of fans thought you was gonna do, man.
Yeah.
You definitely deserve the number 1 pick. I know you're gonna go number 1 as long as you declare it. So Hornets, come on.
Yeah, definitely. You see the
expectations
with Duke. Yeah.
Make that call. We need that. We need
He one of the ones. Ones, man. Hell yeah. Well, thank you guys for joining us this week. Go ahead and hit us in the email for any hot topics you'd like for us to hit on. And like, follow, and subscribe. Check it out.
Yes, sir, man. Y'all make sure y'all tap in with him, man. Mally Mal, I appreciate him. Co-host Trail, y'all make sure y'all tap in with the brand. Y'all see the all-in. Got it for 2010. Shout out to that team, football team year, man. Definitely got that from that year. And shout out to the Silent. If you want to cop something, just hit Mal or me.
Yes, sir.
And you can get whatever you need, man. We appreciate everybody tapping with us. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and make sure you tune in for next week. Yes, sir.